Hello. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I do a little bit worry and give thought to, maybe is more like, not worry, because I've done a lot of work to not take things forward with me, but I do spend time thinking about it. I really do. When you're in a relationship like this, you have ample time to collect and amass a multitude of negative experiences and just horrible, horrible times. And I often think I always want to maintain, which is why I'm not dating. I want to make sure that I know how to not bring the negative forward into the newness of the world that awaits, right? And the way I see that is you can bring forward that negativity in a few ways. You can go ahead and pick the same kind of person. If you haven't done the work and you've already been through it once, well, the next time is going to feel like a piece of cake, and you may not recognize it if you haven't done the work. So going forward, that would bring the negative forward, is if you pick the same kind of person. Or if you carry the things from this relationship forward with you and you put them on to another person. Or if you refuse to acknowledge that a new person's behavior is exacting the red flags that you had seen with your narcissist. But you're enamored already. They're so handsome. She's so beautiful. He said this, she said that. And everything goes out the window. We forget. They're love bombing you. We forget. Okay? So there's a lot of ways in which the negativity can come forward with us. It is up to us to A, do the work necessary that you don't pick another narcissist. And B, you do the work necessary that you're not carrying forward these negative things. You want to remember them, because you know what? A good result in this relationship we had is that we're going to go forward, we're going to be smarter. We're going to be smarter. We're going to be more careful. We're going to be more selective, I hope. I hope that if we see something that's off, that smells off, that seems off, and our intuition is uncomfortable. Now, I'm not saying you have to flee, but I would ask right then and there, oh, I'm not letting anything go, and I don't care. I think we worry so much about, that we want to make them like us. We don't want to appear too difficult or invasive or intrusive, or if something comes up that makes me uncomfortable, I'm asking. And that's the way I'm going to keep the negativity in the past, because I have trust issues right now. And you will too. It's impossible not to, coming off a narcissistic relationship. So that's already a deficit, that we're moving forward with trust issues. I don't need to add all the negativity that came with the relationship onto my situation, because we've talked about that. It's going to be a journey just to learn to trust again. Somebody's going to say something, and I'm always going to kind of have one eye like, does that work on everybody? Does he say that on everybody? Is that a move? Is that something he does for everybody? How many girlfriends do you think he has? Blah, 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 blah. I can tell you what, all of that is just smart. I'm not going to dole that out as being negative. You're not bringing, when I say bring the negativity onto a new person and into the future, if you are with a person that's new and they're just charming and beguiling and you've been seeing them and everything seems to be going well, if you've made them earn their place, meaning if you're trusting them, if you've made them earn that trust, if you've made them prove their worth, and I don't mean like an obstacle course and this is a game. No, but you can tell the integrity of a person. Has it been tested? Did they come through? Did they, when you called and said, I can't make dinner, I have a flat tire. Did they say, oh, all right, catch you next week? Or did they say, oh my God, where are you? I'll come help you. Do you know what I'm saying? that just popped into my head. But, you know, I mean, there's different things that people can show you along the way that show that they are this kind of person or that kind of person. And if somebody has shown you so far that they are, you think, on the side of a good person, try not to let your experiences and mind games that you had with the narcissist doubt every word that they say, or come at them challenging everything that they say because you're so worried that they're pulling one over on you. I say go forward, observe, be careful, challenge kindly and what's appropriate for the amount of time you know the person, but challenge appropriately. Something doesn't feel right, get it settled immédiatement. And when I say immediately, I mean before the date is over, because it's only going to add up. And bad news doesn't get better with age. So if you want to find out that the guy's a narcissist, why not on the first date rather than the 10th? If you want to find out if he's not for you, the earlier the better. So show him all of you. I don't mean everything on the first date, second date, you're talking till all hours, you have to tell him everything. That's not what I mean. But you show him that you have a concern for yourself in a positive manner. And you can say something like, because everyone always says, what was your last relationship? What was yours? What was yours? What was it like? Come up with a 30-second soliloquy, a little elevator pitch of yourself. You know what? It wasn't great, but I learned from it, and I'm moving forward. And with that in mind, you can gauge their reaction. You can gauge how they are with you. You can maneuver through the future without the negative baggage. You don't have to doubt every single thing a new person says. But I would just be smart. That's a positive thing from the relationship you're taking forward. Be careful. That's a positive thing you're taking forward. When I say negative, doubtful, untrusting, the inability to trust, I want you to try to fight through those temptations to be that way. Because isn't it is true, it's very tempting to be like, I'll never trust anybody again, I'll never listen again, I'll never believe a word again. Don't take that forward with you. There are plenty of wonderful people out there, and for you to imagine that, I always think of there's like 2 or 3 people that I know that are just completely trustworthy, and I know that they're men, and I think of them in the world. So if a girl meets them, they're meeting a good egg. Well, you might meet one of those kinds of people. They are out there. But then you have to envision what that kind of person would be like in the company of someone. They would be honorable. They would have integrity. They would say, where are you? I'll come help you change the flat tire. Do you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't get mad if you canceled or changed plans or had something to do, or there's a lot of things that you can see and view in a person that you can tell if they're at least a good person, that they deserve a shot. And if you sense that and you have that, really try not to bring that negative forward with you. And try to teach yourself the red flags that you won't pick another narcissist, because then you're going to end up in the same circle of negativity that you just got out of. There's a lot to learn, and we're going to go through it together. I've yet to meet someone that I at all, that I would date. I haven't met to meet anybody. I'm not doing that right now. But when I do, I will walk you through it with me, and I'll probably ask for your help. I mean, that'll kind of be fun when that starts happening. I'll be like, well, he said this. What do you think that means? Like we all do with our friends. But if a guy doesn't make you wonder what he means, if a guy has a straightforward genuineness about him, you're not going to have to wonder what he means or what does this action mean. Or a man's man will let you know, look, I'm interested in you. I like you. I'd like to spend time with you. They're not going to keep you guessing. I think that's a very big negative in a narcissistic relationship that I will not be looking for. I will not be made to guess. And that I will take as a red flag. I definitely will take that as a red flag, and I'll ask about it. We're either seeing each other or we're not. What do you think? I don't know how I'll say it, but I won't take the is he going to call thing ever again, as I've made clear to you. But try to leave your negative compartmentalized with the narcissist. It was their behavior. It's not the way everybody behaves. It was their behavior. And try to leave your behavior with the narcissist compartmentalized with the narcissist. That was your behavior with your narcissist. Learn how to not pick another one. Watch my videos, they'll tell you. And then when you go forward, don't just automatically assume you're going to act the same way with the next person. They could be a good egg, and they don't deserve the treatment. Maybe you got mad at your narcissist and yelled, and you think, I'm just going to be the same way with somebody else. I'm going to be a wreck. I'm never going to be able to be relaxed. You'll know, and you will be. And when you meet that person, they deserve the good side of you. They deserve the positive side of you. They don't deserve to start out with the negative, cynical view that you may now have coming off the narcissist. A new person deserves the positive you. And if you think, well, Renee, I can't get there, well, then don't date right now. If you still think you're feeling all that and you're going to bring it, then don't date right now. Just take a minute and get back to a positive place. Because any new person that's spending the time with you, they deserve that. And so do you. Because then that could be a missed opportunity, right? If you date too soon, and then this person does see that you're bringing negative forward and putting it on the relationship, boom, they're going to be in the wind. Now, that could have been a good person for you. It's very important that you keep that negative compartmentalized where it belongs, and you don't let others suffer the consequence of the narcissist's negativity that they brought into your life. That's what I'm trying to say.